Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Crimson. Today I am bringing you guys some more Black Ops 3. This time I'm bringing you guys 124 kills with the HVK-30, a pretty inconsistent, or I should say consistent actually, and reliable assault rifle. Sorry for messing up my words there, but originally this was actually a live commentary. I had gotten 124 kills in this game, and then the next game I dropped a nuclear, but unfortunately my Elgato audio once again messed up, and I actually tried to sync up the live commentaries with the gameplay from theater mode because I wanted to go back and re-record the gameplays just so they had, you know, the actual solid audio, the good audio that is, so that it wasn't distorted. And I tried to sync it up, but it just sounded so, you know, out of sync and all of that. So basically I'm just commentating over this game. I would have included the nuclear, but it was kind of slow paced just because my teammates were triple capping and all of that. But this is a weapon that I actually like a lot. It's probably up there for one of the better assault rifles. I wouldn't say it's the best, it's maybe second tier, because what I think of as the best assault rifles are the Man of War, the M8A7, maybe even the KN-44. I personally think that the KN-44 is definitely up there as well, but when it comes to automatic assault rifles, I would say that the HVK-30 is probably one of the best assault rifles, maybe even the third best behind the Man of War and the KN-44. Of course, I'm not including burst fire or semi-automatic assault rifles just because obviously the M8A7 is probably one of the better assault rifles as well, so I just decided to not include that one. But this weapon is very good overall. Now, my class setup will be shown on screen. Now, in this gameplay, I was actually only running reflex, grip, and stock just because I hadn't had this level, or this weapon leveled up completely yet, just because I had prestiged it a while back just for XP and all of that. So in this gameplay, as I said, I'm using slightly different attachments as opposed to my regular setup with this weapon, which is, as I said, going to be shown on screen, which is going to be reflex or elo, whichever you prefer. I actually kind of like both on this weapon, and then I'm using grip, extended mags, and stock. I really like extended mags on this weapon just because the HVK-30 has a pretty high rate of fire. It can, you know, run out of ammo relatively fast, so fast mags or extended mags, whichever you really prefer, can come in very useful. Personally, I just prefer extended mags. I think it just feels kind of better overall, but you can really go with whatever you like. And I know a lot of people also like to use rapid fire on this weapon for whatever reason. Personally, I don't really think that rapid fire is that necessary at all, just because, as I said, the HVK already has a high rate of fire, so the fact that you're using rapid fire on this weapon means that you're going to be running out of ammo even faster, which is something that I don't really like. You know, I want to preserve as much ammo as I possibly can. That's why I like using things like extended mags and fast mags on most of my class setups, and other things such as maybe long barrel I have seen certain people use on this weapon, but keep in mind it's an assault rifle. You don't really need long barrel on an AR, at least in my personal opinion. Maybe on a few SMGs here and there, maybe if you were using the Pharaoh or Razorback or something like that, I would understand long barrel, but on an assault rifle, excuse me, I really don't think it's necessary at all. And overall, this weapon is an absolute beast. It's extremely accurate. It's probably the most accurate automatic assault rifle out of pretty much all of them. You know, the KN-44 is really good. That's probably better than this weapon overall, especially at close range. The KN-44 is an absolute beast up close, but the HVK is really good at medium to long range. I do know that the Man of War is statistically proven to be the best assault rifle at a distance, but it has that slow rate of fire, and it does have a little bit of recoil, not very much at all, but you probably want to run a reflex or an elo sight on the Man of War, whereas with the HVK it's not absolutely necessary, but it makes the weapon a lot better overall. And the one thing that I like about the HVK is the fact that it sort of acts like a submachine gun and an assault rifle, and I say that about the KN-44 a lot as well, but the KN-44 sort of lacks at a distance, especially because the iron sights on that weapon aren't really the greatest, and I don't really think elo or reflex really works very well on the KN-44, whereas on the HVK-30 it really does. So it's really all personal preference when it comes to the attachments that you use on this weapon, but definitely give it a try if you don't use it. I do see a few people use it here and there when I play public matches, but not very many people. Most people are using, you know, the really good weapons. So definitely give this weapon a try because it's definitely up there as one of the better assault rifles, as I said, and overall it's a lot of fun to use as well. So real quick, I wanted to talk about streaming. Now, I've been trying to stream the past couple of days. You guys have noticed, maybe if you guys have stopped by, and unfortunately my internet has really been acting up. It's been extremely laggy, so I may take a few days off of streaming. For whatever reason, I don't know why my internet just sort of acts this way. Sometimes it's totally fine, and then other days it's just really bad, and I've, you know, gone through my speed tests quite a few times, and I actually have really good connection, but sometimes my internet just seems to, you know, lag for whatever reason on certain days, and it's really hard to play on. And also right now, currently, I actually have a broken controller. My PS4 controller has broken once again. I'm not really sure why, but the sprint button and the slide button seem to always break for some reason, and then I'm just stuck there not really able to move at all, so it makes it really hard to play Call of Duty, as you guys can probably imagine. So I am probably going to take maybe 2 to 3 days off of streaming, or maybe more, I'm not really sure. I really enjoy streaming, and it sucks that it has to be this way, just because streaming helps out a lot with growth, and I think it's overall a lot of fun, and I'm getting better at it, but unfortunately my internet has just been sort of lacking, and the fact that I have a broken controller right now makes it even harder to play, so I'm probably probably going to be buying a new controller within the next week or so, and then hopefully my internet, actually fixes itself by then. I have tried to reset my router and all of that, but some days, for some reason, the internet can be fine, and then the next day it just starts to lag an absolute ton for whatever reason, so I'm not really sure why, but I still wanted to thank you guys for all the support, for the people who have continuously came out to the streams, or for the people who have watched the streams afterwards. I do know that the stream quality isn't really the greatest at all compared to my video quality, but that's just because of the fact that my PC's processor can't really handle an extremely high bitrate when I'm streaming, and if you guys don't understand what that is, it's basically means how high you can stream in such a good quality or whatever, depending on how good of a PC you actually have, the processor on your PC that is, and I don't have the greatest processor on my PC, so I can't stream in really high quality or anything like that, but eventually I will be getting a new PC, hopefully anywhere within maybe 6 to 10 months or something like that. I'm hoping when I save up, enough money for the new PC and hopefully for a new microphone and for a face cam and all of that as well. So once again, I just wanted to thank you guys, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video overall. If you guys did, definitely be sure to leave a like, and I am out. Peace.